Good morning, my dear student. Once again, you are most welcome in your Ambuja Public School. As you know, myself, Rohit Kulsres, your math teacher is here. So today we are going to start a chapter multiplication. Welcome you in your E-class. So as you know, whenever we start any new lesson, before starting the lesson, first of all, we will talking about the keywords. So first of all, we write down these keywords in our notebook. Keywords plays a very important role in the lesson because with the help of these keywords, we can easily solve the word problem and another problem given in your notebook or your workbook. So you can see here the multiplication keywords are multiplied by, product, times, total and the twice. These all are the basic keywords of the multiplication chapter. So now today we are going to start a multiplication chapter. What is the multiplication? So as earlier I told, multiplication is the one way to like a repeated addition. How? I will show you one example. If Amy had 3 cats and each one had 4 legs, how could we find how many legs all the cats had? So what is the question? Question is this: Amy had 3 cats, okay, and each one had 4 legs. So how could we find out how many legs all the cats had? So we have two ways. We have two ways to find out how many legs all the cats have. So first of all, we see what is the first step. See, first cat 4 legs, second cat 4 legs, and the third cat 4 legs. Now we added 4 plus 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 8 and 4, 9, 10, 11, and 12. It means all the 3 cats had how many legs? 12 legs. So what is the first way? You plus all the legs. It means 12 legs. Second way. Another way to figure out the answer is to the multiply. Multiplication is a fast way to add equal number. Since all the 3 cats have 4 legs, instead of adding them together, we could multiply. Multiply. How? See, 4 multiplied by 3 is equal to 12 legs. So now you can see here in the both the condition, if we add 4 plus 4 plus 4 is equal to 12, and if we multiply 4 into 3, it is also 12. It means in the both condition we have the same answer. So in short word, we can say that multiplication is a repeated addition. So now we are going to know much more about the multiplication, and then we solve the problems that's given in your notebook. So now let us start. Let us start the recall. You know beta, the number that is to be multiplied is called the multiplicand. The number by which the multiplicand is multiplied is called the multiplier, and the result of multiplication is called the product. You already covered this portion in class 2 and the class 3 also. So the number that is to be multiplied is called the multiplicand. Once again I repeat it. The number by which the multiplicand is multiplied is called the multiplier, and the result of multiplication is called the product. So these three terms we can use in the multiplication. What is the first term? Multiplicand. What is the second term? Multiplier. And what is the third term? Product. Now we come on the question. Step 1, think about group of 24 is equal to 3. It means 24 multiplied by the 3. This is a group of 24, and how many groups we have? 3. Step 2, As I told you in the chapter multiplication, in addition and subtraction also, whenever we start the calculation, then always we start it from the ones place. We don't start from the higher place like 1000, 10,000, lakh and whatever else is given. We always start our primary unit, means ones place. So same the condition is applying in here also, like 3 4s are 12. 3 1s are 3, 3 2s are 6, 3 3s are 9 and 3 4s are 12. So 2 is here, regroup 12, 1 says 1 10 and 2 ones. 1 10 is equal to 10 and 2 ones. Write down the ones and carry the tens. It means 2 is here and 1 is here. Now the fourth step, then multiply the bottom one time the tens. Bottom ones, which number? 3 and here it is given 2. So 3 2s are 6. 6 plus 1, 7. Then multiply the bottom ones time the tens. Add in the 110 you carried over. That one. So that 6 plus 1 is equal to 7. Think 610 plus 110 is equal to 710. It means what is our answer? Our answer is 72. So once again I repeat the process. First of all we start from the ones place. Then 3 4s are 12. 2 is here. Carry 1 is here. Because you know that 1 tens and 2 ones. Then 3 2s are 6 and 1 is equal to 7. Then 6 10 plus 1 10 is equal to 7 tens. It means what is our answer? Our answer is 72. So your final answer, what is your final answer? 72. So hope so with the help of these steps you can understood how we multiply a 2-digit number by 1-digit number. So let's move the forward. Okay, let's try another problem. One more example, okay? Think about 5 groups. 1 2 3 4 5. 5 group of 45. So the same process, once again we start our calculation from the which place? Correct, ones place. So multiply the ones. 5 1s are 5, 5 2s are 10, 5 3s are 15, 5 4s are 20 and the 5 5s are 25. It means 25. So 5 is here and carry 2 is here. Regrouping 25, ones as 2 10 and 5 ones. Write down the ones, carry the tens. Like this same process what we have done the last question. Okay. Then the next step, 5 4s are 5 1s are 5, 5 2s are 10, 5 3s are 15, 5 4s are 20. 20 and 2, 22. Okay. Then 22 how? Because you know that 20 tens is here and 2 tens we already took the carry. So 20 plus 2 it's become a 22. Then multiply the bottom one time the tens, add in the 210 you carry it over. So what is your answer beta? 225. So your answer is 225. So hope so with the help of these two examples you can easily understood how we multiply 2-digit number by the 1-digit number. Now we try some harder problem. It means the number which we have the multiply it's become 2. So now think about 4 groups of 364. 4 group of 364. 1 2 3 4. So the same process is applying here also. You know that we always start our calculation from the one side. Then 4 4s are 16. Correct. 4 4s are 16. 16 Then again the same thing, regroup 16 ones as 110 and 6 ones, write down the ones, carry the tens. So like 4 4 just 16, 6 is here and R carry 1 is here. Then multiply the bottom ones times the tens. Ones is done. Now whose turn? Now the turn is tens. So 4 1 ja 4, 4 2 ja 8, 4 3 ja 12, 4 4 ja 16, 4 5 ja 20, 4 6 ja 24, and 24 and 1, 25 tens. What is the answer? 25 tens. Then add again the same process. Add in the 110, you carry it over. It means 5 is here and 2 is here. Again regrouping 25 tens as 205 tens. So 200 is the place of 100 and 5 tens is the place of tens. So now next step, the multiply the bottom one time then 100. That bottom one is multiply the which number? 100. 4 3s are 12. Add in the 200, you carry it over. So 12 plus 2 is become a 14. Okay. So what is our final answer? Our final answer is 1456. Once again you see the full process. 4 4s are 16. 6 is here. Carry 1 is here. 4 6 are 24. 24 and 1, 25, 5 is here and carry 2 is there. And 4 3s are 12, 12 and 2 is equal to 14. So with the help of each and every step become very much simpler. So hope so you understood how we solve this little bit harder problem. So now try some more things. So see my dear student, till now example we have already covered both type of the multiplication with regrouping and the multiplication without regrouping. And one thing very important, the tables is very important key to solve the multiplication problem, because if you are not good in the tables, then you can't solve the word problem and the problem that given in the multiplication chapter. Because whatever calculation we can do in multiplication, it is totally based on the multiplication problem in the tables, like 8 1 ja 8, 8 2 ja 16, like 15 1 ja 15, 15 9 ja 135, 14 2 ja 28, 13 5 ja 65, 12 7 ja 84, 11 8 ja 88. So if you are good in the tables, that you can easily solve the multiplication problem. If it is 1 digit, if it is 2 digit, if it is 3 digit number, it doesn't matter if you are good in the multiplication tables. So now let's move on the next slide. Now we are talking about the properties of multiplication. What is the properties of the multiplication? Commutative property, associative property and the distributive property. So now one by one we have discussed about the properties. What is the commutative property? Two numbers can be multiplied in any order and the product will be the same. Example is given there. 4 3s are 12 and 3 4s are 12. It means when a number is we can multiply numbers in any order, the product will always the same. It means if we change the order of the number, that nothing effect are in our answer. Suppose that it's given there 4 3s are 12 and here also 3 4s are 12. So you can see here in the both the condition we have the like same answer, we don't means in the if we change the places of the number, so we don't got this difference answer will be the same. So this is the first property, commutative property. Two numbers can be multiplied in any order and the product will be the same. Suppose that it is given 4 3s are 12, then it means 3 4s are 12 also. And like suppose that it is given 5 4s are 20, so 4 5s are 20 also. Like 10 9s are 100, so 9 10s also. Sorry, 10 9s are 90, sorry, 10 9s are 90, so it means 9 10s are also 90. It means if we change the places of the number, our answer will not be changed. So this is the first property. Second property, zero property of the multiplication. The product of any number and zero is always come the zero. It means when a number is multiplied by the zero, the product is come zero. When a number is multiplied by the zero, our product is also zero. So you know what is the product? You know, I told you now when I was start the chapter, what is the product? The result of multiplication. The result of multiplication is called the product. Okay? So we can say any number rather than it's a 1 digit, 2 digit, 3 digit, whatever number, if we multiply by the zero, our answer is always come the zero. So you can see here 2 into 0 it becomes 0. Example, 0 into, like it is given then ones, tens, 100, 1000, 10,000, lakh, 10 lakh. It's a very big number, but when we multiply the zero, similar the answer is always come the zero. Next property, associative property of multiplication. The product of any number and 1 is that always become the same. It means if we multiply any number with 1, the answer comes itself. Or in a simple word, we can say that the product of any number and 1 is the number itself. Like 158 into 1, 158. 5892 into 1, 5892. It means whatever number we have multiplied by the 1, our answer is always come the number itself. Like one bag of 7 oranges. So how many oranges? Of course 7, because 7 into 1, 7. So these all are the three basic property of the multiplication. What is this property? I can explain in the simple word once again. The product of any number and 0 is equal to 0. It means any number when you multiply by the 0, your answer is always come the 0. Second property, the product of any number and 1 is the number itself. It means when we multiply any number by the 1, the answer is always come the number itself. Next property, numbers can be multiplied in any order. We will always get the same product. It means if we change the place of the number, our answer will become not change. Our answer remains the same. So these all are the three property of multiplication, and in your exercise work, in your question, you definitely apply this property, and in a simple way you got it your answer. So now we are talking about the word problem. As you know that word problem is very important in every chapter. It means our basic 4 operations: multiplication, division, addition and subtraction. In all the chapters we have covered the word problem. So now we are going to learn how we solve the word problem. So my dear student, first of all, for the solving any word problem, we have 4 steps. Please read this very carefully and apply this method whenever you will solve your word problem. So what is the step number 1? Read and understand what do I need to find out. It means first of all, because you know you know the operation, what the operation you will done in this question, but knowingly or unknowingly you do the mistake, and the most probably mistakes done in the word problem. So before solving the word problem, please you follow these instruction. What is the instruction? Number one instruction, read and understand what do I need to find out. It means at least two times we read the question very carefully and we got it what the question want to say. Second step, find the information given in the problem. First step you have done, at least two times you read the question and then you understand what the information given in the problem. Means like what the question want to say and what the information will be given and what the information question want for our side. And then step number 3, decide the operation to be used, and step number 4, finally solve the problem. So as I told you when I was start the chapter, the keywords play a very important role. So see, in most probably in 99% word problems have some keywords. So with the help of these keywords, you can easily recognize, oh, this is a question of addition. What is given there? Total. How many? This is a question of subtraction. It is given left. How much? It is a question of multiplication. It is given times. 2 times. Like this, with the simple word, you can easily find out what you are doing. So these all 4 steps are very important. Number 1 step, read and understand what do I need to find out. Number 2 step, find the information given in the problem. Number 3, decide the operation to be used. And number 4, finally solve the problem. Okay, so now we have some example. With the help of these example, you got it how we solve the word problems. So see example number 1. Please read. Advik packs 8 sweets in one box. How many sweets does he need to pack 15 full boxes? See, I am going to tell very simple trick. In the multiplication word problem, usually the value of 1 is given. The value of 1 is given and the question is asking more than 1, like 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, whatever number it's given there. So when you see this type of the problem, that you can easily understand this is the problem of the multiplication. So you can see here, Advik packs 8 sweets in one box. It means one box you have given and the question is asking about how many boxes? 15 boxes. How many boxes? 15. So in one box, how many sweets? 8 sweets. And the question is asking about how many boxes? 15 boxes. It means you multiply 15 into 8. So we have the number line system also. You can see here how many boxes? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 and 15. It means we multiply by which number? 15 into 10. So you know that how we will write down the statements. So a box has how many sweets? 8 sweets. So 15 boxes will have 15 into 8. So as you know that how we start the multiplication, we always start the multiplication by the ones digit number. So then 8 5s are 8 1s are 8, 8 2s are 16, 8 3s are 24, 8 4s are 32 and 8 5s are 40. It means 0 is here and your carry 4 is here. Then once again 8 panja 8. 8 and 4 9, 10, 11 and 12. It means how many sweets? 120 sweets. How many sweets? 120 sweets. At the last, we write down our answer that Advik will need 120 sweets. How many sweets Advik will need? Advik will need 120 seeds. So hopefully you understand this example. I have one more example. Please see it carefully. Example number 2. In a garden, once again read the question. In a garden, there are 13 rows of tree. How many rows of tree? 13 rows. Okay. Mehak planted 5 trees in each row. It means one row, how many trees? 5. In one row, how many trees? 5. So how many trees were there in the garden? Now again the same concept. It's given only one tree. What it's given? In one row, how many trees? 5 trees. And they're asking about the how many trees were there in the garden. And how many rows we have? 13 rows. So again the same concept. Again the same statement. One row is equal to how many trees? 5 trees. Then 13 rows is equal to 13 into 5. It means once again we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 and 13 rows. 13 rows multiply by how many trees? 5 trees. Same thing. One row, 5 plants, 13 rows, 13 into 5. It means once again the same process. 5 threes are 15. Means 5 is here, carry 1 is here. 5 banja 5 and 5 and 1 6. It means total how many plants we have? 65 plants total we have. Now the next example. What is the next example? There are 28 rows. There are 28 rows in an auditorium. Each row has 18 seated. Once again the same question. One row, how many seat? 18 seat. How many people can be seated in the auditorium at a time? Or how many rows we have? 28 rows. So as I told you in the multiplication problem, it's given for the one number and they're asking for more than one number. So again the same process. We write down number of rows in the auditorium 28, number of seats in each row 18, total number of seats in the auditorium. How many seats in one row? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 and 18. So once again we are doing the multiplication in the same way that I told you. 28 into 18. So 8 8s are 64. 4 is here. Carry 6 is here. 8 2s are 16. 16 and 6 22. Then 0 is here. 2 1s are 2 and 2 1s are 2 and 8 1s are 8. So we write down 1 8s are 8 and 2 1s are 2. See which properties apply here? Yes, I told you na. When a number is multiplied by the 1, the answer comes itself. The same thing is applying here. You multiply 28 into 1, it means 28 ones are 28. So now we add 4, 8 to 10, 0, carry 1, 2 to 4 or 1, 5. It means 504 people can be seated in the auditorium at a time. It means total how many people can seated in the auditorium at a time? 504 people can be seated in the auditorium at a time. So hope so with the help of these example you can easily understand how we solve our word problem. So once again I said, my dear student, tables are very important in the multiplication chapter. And if you know the tables and you understand the concept of the multiplication, then whatever number multiplication, like 1 number, 2 number, 3 number, whatever number, you can do it is in a very simple way. So please you apply these all the things in your practical way, in your notebook, in your workbook, in your home, then you will got something new. So at the last, I want to say what we have learned. Multiply 2 digit by 1 digit, multiply 2 digit by 2 digit, multiply 3 digit by 1 digit, properties of multiplication, and the last of the word problem. See, whatever number of the multiplication like 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, it all are the same. Only what the difference is only the tables. Concept is same. We always start from the one side, we put 1 0, then the third line we put 2 0, and at the last we add all the product. So it means the concept is same. If you know the tables, then you can easy way you solve the multiplication problems. So hope so you understand the full process to solve the multiplication chapter. So my dear student, please you try these all the things in your notebook. So thank you and have a nice day and bye bye.